Yo, ask yourself why there's steel beams going into the fucking ground, right? You know what I'm saying? Why there's steel beams going in the ground? Yeah. That guy wanted me to fuck him in the ass, but I just fucked him in the ass by putting him on a video. Fuck you. And that's how you piss people off. You put the dick suckers in the streets who are trying to set you up on video on your fucking TV channel, your YouTube, that about 10 people watch on Instagram. But somehow I think some other fuckers are watching it too who actually maybe watch us from the sky, but not from fucking satellites or from Uranus with a fucking Magellan telescope called Hubble, or from the moon in 1969. And I don't think they're just watching me from the sky. And I think they put a fucking tracer sensor in me when they locked me up in 1998 for spray painting the word lost on the Washington Monument buck naked. And that's when they put this fucking thing in my hip.
Well, they have me out.
I'm sorry, bro. I can't help anything right now. And I hate doing that because I look like I got a lot, but I live in a homeless place. And I just started buying suits and tattoos and weed, cannabis and food with my money, not fucking crack or hookers or massages or any dumb shit like that. And then I go to Capitol Hill, which is where I just came from, and now I'm going to my homeless place where I fucking live to have a meeting with my case manager, who tells me I'm there for transitional housing, yet I've been there since fucking February 1st of 2024. Thank God that the local Washington Law Group, or whatever they're called, came by to our homeless place to do a presentation earlier this week. I'm going to call them and see if they can help me figure out my fucking housing, because I can't even do fucking paperwork, to the point I had to have somebody help me do my disability paperwork. I'm the kind of person who'd rather say fuck you and fucking like stab you with something and maybe end your life, rather than deal with a fucking stupid piece of paperwork or some peckerwood who's too fat or lying too much to even help me do paperwork properly, but rather steal my documents or try and shake me down or fucking hamstring me for the few fucking pieces of shit benefits I have, which the former fucking employees of Valley Place tried to do, and they're cleaning that place up. The case manager, the main manager, was fired, but the case manager who wanted to fuck me and still does, another one, she's still there, and she was there when they tried to extort me. Her name is Renee Carson. She has a perhaps chocolate-colored skin. She's about 4 feet tall, and she's a cunt. And I wonder how many people over time she's tried to shake down for their identification, their voucher rights, or their disability money, including Tonisha Carter, Tony Carter, and Virgil Murphy, and Donnell King, actually, who's the assistant there, and he works with the police, the dirty police. And when I called the police for help there, 911, they didn't let the police in. They just moved my roommate to another fucking building. Now, fuck that shit. They should put his ass back in fucking prison. Who knows what the hell he's doing out here, threatening my life? He ain't even probably fucking homeless. Hey, so there's a bunch of people in all the cities right now proliferating shopping carts and piles of trash. Some of them are chained to poles, and some of them people are moving around. And because I'm magic, I know what they're doing. What they're doing is waiting for the order so they can light them all on fire and say there's some sort of a riot, and then scare people. They practiced it in Richmond, Virginia, and my friend watched it out of her window scared as fuck when they were fucking doing all that shit before they finally took the statues down. But she was scared. She was talking to me. She was like, they're trying to burn the statue. I'm like, them dumb idiots, you can't burn statues. They're made of stone and metal. But what they were doing was practicing psychology and crowd leading and raising people's emotions, also putting things in the water supply to coincide with that. And then afterwards, everybody calms down. They think it's an emotional moment, but a whole city just got meds, they got psychology, and they got magic, witches, and the hive philosophy. The hive is running it. It's the wasps, but it's not all wasps now. You also have this fake Rasta people. These fucking, these people who like to use, pussy unicorn lotion. Anyways, fuck this place, Washington, D.C., land of the free with the largest incarceration population. We're starting to send our prisoners now to El Salvador, Venezuela, back to Guantanamo, And apparently the king of Jordan has brokered to get 2,000 children from Gaza. Do those 2,000 children not have each have a mom and a dad? Or are they just stealing the children from Gaza? The king of Jordan is taking 2,000 children from Gaza. They're not even calling it Palestine anymore. They're dividing the hill people. There's people in Palestine that are living in the hills, the same amount as in Gaza, being pushed around by some sort of group of, I guess, soldiers from the Israeli government. Sounds kind of like Soweto in South Africa, and it's the same people. The same people. And what they are, they're the people from the Belgian area, the Francophones, Luxembourg, except for they're all short and they have a certain look to them. And that's actually what they fooled the world with this whole fake Israel thing. They're short people who are Belgian or Luxembourg, that kind of thing, and they're short. They have a look to them, just like any group of people from around the world. And that's all it is. Big fucking lie. And ain't no fucking military flying Apache helicopters in the airplanes. I had a dream about it. Barron Trump was using a remote control like a mail delivery drone airplane. Elon Musk's little baby kid held the joystick like an old Atari game. He held the joystick of the helicopter with Elon's help that just floated there while Barron flew the plane into the helicopter. Then the fucking military put the bodies in the water afterwards, and it's the same group of people, but they don't look like the Belgian, Luxembourg shit. King Leopold used to cut the hands off the children after he rampaged a few years ago in Africa. King Leopold was their king. And then they said Belgian chocolate to throw everybody off. Just like when they invented the bikini bathing suit to throw everybody off when they bombed those poor people on the Bikini Islands and turned them all, half of them, into fucking zombies or melted them. That's the United States government. That's the Bikini Islands. And then they launched the fucking bikini commercials at the same time, hotter than the atomic bomb, with skeletons wearing bikinis or with women in bikinis with a bomb blowing up and they're watching it. That's evil. The Nike swoosh, turn it upside down, it's a trajectory for a Nike ICBM. The first intercontinental ballistic missiles, if you believe that. And that's true too. We used to have one above ground up near Route 7, just on the outskirts of Reston, the Reston Petitpet farm, where I used to work at my first job in 9th grade. Throw that in your fucking coffee, jump in a fucking river if you're evil. If you're a good person, we love you. If you're evil, you're done. On the fucking planet forever. You know, in this day and age of philosophy and stuff going on, you have to keep your cedar planks to put in your shoes to keep them fresh. You know what I'm saying? And so, when you get disability money, you get good stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you get disability money, you get good stuff. And then when you're also still homeless and housing, working towards permanent housing, over here in Anacostia, and you're about to have your housing meeting, you want to make sure everybody knows who you are, so you got to keep it solid. So you got to put on your gangster slippers. These are the real thug gangster slippers right here. You take your laces out, and you put these on. Hey, yo, what's RCS? What is RCS chat and what is texting? How does it switch back and forth and who does that? I'm where I live at Valley Place. That's the director here, the division director, Misha Pinkard. I just had a meeting with her today. And for some reason, this phone that I got in Pittsburgh from T-Mobile when I was with my cousin Rebecca and her daughter Layla at the waterfront goes back and forth between texting and RCS chat. This is where I live. Misha took over my case and started firing a couple of people that raped the women and men here and set them up to be raped and stuff by the cops and in the streets. She started firing some people, or her bosses did. I'm fucking thankful as fuck. Maybe one day I will get housing now for real, that Misha Pinkard is helping me and some other people that I love. And I don't have to sit there anymore. And I can put my TV in my new place where I live at. It's going to be really nice. Corky! A revolution's popping off here in America. Washington, D.C. It's crazy, crazy. Even the President Musk is hiding. Oh, there they are. It's either one of them, Musk or Trump. I don't know which one it is. Let me ask. Yo, Trumpy, Muskie, is that you hiding there? You can't hide us. I know it's orange just because it's a different color. It's one of them, I'm sure. It's either Trumpy or a Muskie. Or one of them other ones from Virginia. I don't know. They're not moving. Very still. Very still. Very still and sneaky.